How's it going, guys? Xbox Jared here. I just have to say, Netflix hasn't really delivered for me in a long time, but there's something right now that's trending called Stranger Things, and wow, this is really good. I haven't seen anything this good in a while, especially from Netflix. I found out about this from Angry Video Game Nerd. It wasn't his AVGN videos, but James Ralph, the guy who plays it. I think he was just like doing a Let's Play, and he was telling his friend about Stranger Things and how he actually wasn't a fan, which, hey, man, that's your own opinion. I can totally respect that, but I was surprised, especially with James Rolfe, because I know he's into horror, but, it is what it is. He's entitled to his own opinion. I just think he's dead wrong, though. Stranger Things is amazing. I mean, it's one of the best things, like I said, I've seen in a long time. It reminded me kind of Goosebumps. If you ever watched the show Goosebumps, I guess because, a lot of the main characters were kids. I love the fuck out of Goosebumps growing up. Goosebumps. R.L. Stine also did another show after that. It was called The Haunting something. It was on like a channel that I didn't have. My ex-girlfriend had it though. It was some weird satellite channel. I never had it though, but thank God it was on Netflix. I can't remember the name, but it was just like Goosebumps, just kind of a later version. And it kind of had kids that were older a little bit. It was kind of a little bit more, I guess, edgy, if you want to call it that. But anyways, with Stranger Things, it's about these group of kids who stumble upon this girl named Eleven, and she's basically a test subject because she can do paranormal things. Some of you guys know I'm into that shit, so that was very cool to see. And yeah, they're basically trying to find their friend who was captured by some weird paranormal thing in some kind of alternate dimension. So it's some trippy shit. And the plot is really good. You don't see a lot of stuff like this. Um, and I'm sorry to bring this up again, but I cannot believe James Ralph doesn't like this. I'm sorry, but it's just I really loved how they put paranormal stuff, not so much like ghosts, but actual people who could do superhuman things. To put that in sort of a thriller horror, you hardly ever see that. And I thought that was really cool. It's not your typical haunted ghost shit. It's different. There's more substance to it too. I love the characters. I love, forgive me guys, I don't know all their names. The kid with no teeth, no front teeth. He reminded me of an old friend I used to have. I grew up playing Magic the Gathering, so I thought it was cool how they played Dungeons and Dragons, which is very similar. Magic is just like Dungeons and Dragons, except you use cards. They're both role-playing games though, and so yeah, I did kind of relate to the characters a little bit. So you had like the nerdy black kid, and his other friend they're all basically nerds, which is cool, because you don't always see that. Like in the show Goosebumps, most of the main characters, they were kind of like, I guess the more average kids, but these were kids who were outcasts, and I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, kids going to school, doing their daily thing, while still engaging with this. One of the kids found out about Eleven. He ran into her, and she was in, her little like gown, her little fucking hospital gown or whatever, and it's cool because she eventually helps this kids fight a bully by using her powers. So they end up being good friends with this girl, and whoever played this girl too did an excellent job. Even though she didn't have a lot of lines to say, she was pretty quiet. Still did a really good job. I was impressed with all the acting, to be honest with you guys. Most of the actors are like ages, I would say like 12 to 15, 16. They all did a great job. Like really, I mean, I don't know where they got these people, but I mean, you rarely see kids that can act that good. Especially the main character, the kid whose brother disappeared. Superb acting. That kid is amazing. I hope he goes on to do wonderful things. Really, I do. I really like the mother too, which I know may seem weird to you guys, but how she was so dedicated to want to find her lost kid. And it's cool because in that alternate dimension, the kid was able to communicate with her. She had like these lights up over different letters, and he would light up each letter to try to form sentences. and everyone thought she was crazy. But eventually, the cop of all people found out what she was saying was true, which was really awesome that they made a cop like that. Because a lot of times they make the cop sort of somewhat of a douche, if you want to say that. But I just love this show, dude. I'm on the last episode. Unfortunately, I'm sad. This is the last episode, so I'm gonna have to wait until they make more. It's really cool though because each episode is 40 minutes long. I have never seen a show with 40-minute episodes. I just thought that was really interesting and unique. So yeah, there's 7 different 40-minute episodes. So that's quite a bit of watching. I binge watched this entire thing in the last I started watching it. It was only like about a little over a week ago. So I've binged the fuck out of the show. I think I watched like 4 episodes in one day, which is a lot for me because I honestly don't even watch that much TV. But I just have to say how good this shit is. So if you have Netflix, definitely check it out. But if you don't, guys, it's not worth getting Netflix just for this show. Netflix really sucks. I mean, as I would say, as soon as the holidays start up, or maybe after the holidays, I'm probably just going to get rid of it. Netflix, they sold out too to the SJW agenda, with shows like what is it, Blacker or something like that. The show is about fucking hating yourself because you're white, shit like that. Because you're a fucking white male, cis white male, crap like that. It's just part of the SJW agenda. But there's nothing SJW about Stranger Things, and so definitely can appreciate that. I don't know what it's rated. There's there's a few kind of raunchy scenes, like where the chick makes out with a dude and takes her shirt off, but it's nothing like it's not rated R. So if you're looking for something rated R, unfortunately, this isn't really for you. But it's still really creepy, and there's like these really weird monsters too. I don't know what the deal is. I guess I haven't found out quite yet what they are, but they come from the alternate dimension. They'll attack people and bring them in. And I think these scientists too are trying to figure out what the monsters are. But just really amazing stuff, guys. So be sure to check out Stranger Things. Peace.